It's time now for the Troup Tigers Kia of LaGrange Saturday morning quarterback show on WELR Eagle 1023, WLAG 96.9 FM, 1240 AM, and online at eagle1023.com. Now live to the showroom at Kia of LaGrange for the inside scoop on Troup Tigers football.
Hey, good morning. I'm Greg Hicks, your host, along with head coach Tanner Glisson, and we're live at the Kia showroom here celebrating. We're already kind of in a good spirits this morning. We was in good spirits last night about 11:30 when we coach driving back from Barnesville. What a we were just talking about the numbers there. What a balanced contest, and you had everything clicking last night, and the Tigers fan base was huge, and it just all came together last night for a really, really good ball game, good win.
It was one of those games that you dream about, or you're hoping that you can play at that high performance. Last night we did a good job offensively. I was just looking at the stats as we came in. I think we passed for 206 yards, ran for 214, so had over 400 yards of offense, and we're able to get those older guys out of there late third quarter. About time we got a running clock on somebody else besides us, huh?
It feels better. You talk about a balanced attack, and Cameron Russell's in the ball game, and he's been able to catch a few. Chance Hill, Montez distributed it to him. 2 touchdown catches for Kobe Hudson.
Yep.
And Tez.
Jackson Davis ran the ball real hard.
Jackson Davis.
And that kind of different pace, with Cam and Jackson.
Well, I said he's got that 1-2. I said, Coach, finally, I said, Jackson Davis is over there saying, Cam got us down here, let me score. And then next thing you know, Cam, the next series you got Jackson out there at midfield running the ball. He's it's good to see Jackson pounding it up in the middle. And, based on what I saw Monday over somebody's house, he's got a little extra inspiration to be out there performing well. It's good.
I think
competition's good.
Yeah, it is. And but I tell you, we're as balanced as you can be as far as in our skill positions on offense. We've got a little bit of everything offensively at the skill positions, and it all starts with Montez. Montez last night was lights out, threw the ball very, very well. 0 turnovers for our offense last night.
That's right. And, we were talking about the penalty situation. Mm-hmm. It was a good, clean ball game, and we're proud to say the Tigers, you look for that perfection as far as execution and no penalties. We didn't even have a penalty till the second half.
Yeah, and I think our offensive line, we've had the same offensive line now for 3 weeks, and I think they're settling into the roles and learning to play together, and I think that's big when you talk offensive line. And Coach Holt did a tremendous job keeping Lamar off balance last night. It's been a long time since Lamar, lost a football game at their place the way they lost last night.
That's right.
So going on the road to their place, they're 4 years removed from playing for the state championship over there, so that was a big feather in our cap.
It sure was, and look at you talk about Crow. Everything he threw, I told him on the sideline, man, you're on tonight. It's just he was clicking on his little skinny post. He was there. He had been having a little trouble behind him, maybe a little high, but everything was just clicking. He even sidearmed one to Chance Hill in the end zone.
I'm going to tell you who the unsung hero is in this, and it's Coach Brewer. Coach Brewer, our quarterback coach, spends countless hours in the film room with Crow. Mm-hmm. Just countless hours. It's unbelievable the amount of work they put in, and the progress that he's made over a short period of time. I'm just excited because, we're getting him back for another year or two. They told me the other day that he's only about 800 yards away from breaking the school record in passing.
No kidding.
And
what does that tell you about Troup's history? We run the ball.
Well, run the football. Hey, and I like to run the football too. But when you got a 6'4" quarterback that can stand back there and do what he does,
absolutely,
and take care of the ball the way he does and make the good decisions that he does, and then you have Kobe Hudson, Macente Stafford, Chance Hill, all those guys out there on the perimeter catching the football. Ken Truitt. That's some pretty good weapons.
We feel good about that. Hey, with that, we're going to take a short break. Come out and join us here. It's a beautiful Saturday morning. Grab you a Chick-fil-A biscuit. Come on, talk to Coach Glisson. We'll be right back on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16-model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our Star Savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112.
Russ Brown, owner of LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, has all the tools and equipment handymen and contractors need in our area. And if you're planning a wedding, party, tailgate, reunion, or corporate event, LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental has you covered. Like them on Facebook and see all the particulars they offer. Plus, they're open Monday through Saturday. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, Greenville Street, LaGrange, next to CVS Pharmacy. Phone 706-882-8665. That's 706-882-8665. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. Good food. Where do you find it? Because when you spend your hard-earned money, you want good food. So the place you'll find that good food is at Rogers Barbecue on New Franklin Road in LaGrange, where they only serve American-grown catfish, barbecue cooked to perfection, and with all the fixings to make it worth every penny. Rogers Barbecue is locally owned and run with care since 1945. Come eat with us Monday through Saturday from 11 to 9 or use our carry-out window. Rogers Barbecue, New Franklin Road, LaGrange.
Crow takes a snap, hands the ball again, actually fakes it, throws it down towards the end. We make the catch into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
4 games in a row, Kobe Hudson goes up on a nice little fade route on the sidelines from Montez Crow, and you couldn't ask for a better pitch. Tossed it over the cornerback's head. Hudson waited to the last second, jumps up,
Perfect jump.
brings it in a 2-yard line, and puts it in the corner of the pylon. Touchdown, Tigers. Yeah, what a way to start the ball game, Coach. You and I were talking off the air. We were going to, if we'd have won the toss, we was going to defer anyway. So wound up, they wanted the football, so we opened up on offense. And the good thing is we knew he was going to get the ball the second half, but we took that, and Coach Holt had a good game plan laid out, and it was mostly running plays. You know, the last few weeks we've tried to they've kind of forced us into a passing game, and you just click right on down the field.
I tell you what, about 3 weeks ago, Coach Holt moved up to the press box, and I think that's kind of helped him out a little bit too in his play calling, just being able to see it from the top and this and that. You know, I didn't even get to see the first touchdown. We came out on that first series, and they were full blocking us up front a little bit. They were blocking out on our defensive ends and tackles and rolling their offensive tackle up on our linebacker, something we hadn't really prepared for. So me and the defensive guys were over there getting that fixed on the iPads and stuff, and then I heard the crowd go crazy, and so I figured it was a good thing for us.
That's neat when you can be off working with your other coaches and knowing that your coordinators have got it covered.
Well, that's what you pay them for. I mean, that's their job. That's what they're supposed to do. I don't try to micromanage. I coach defensive line, and I told Mike Alba, our defense coordinator, treat me like a position coach. I'm gonna have my input, and of course, if I feel strongly about something, then it's gonna go my way, obviously.
Well, that's.
But treat me like a position coach, and we have our staff. I can't say enough about our staff. They have done a tremendous job of coaching. I'm very, very pleased where we are in that regard.
Well, we were, and you had mentioned earlier before we got on the show that you had a couple tough decisions to make last night. You had to bounce one off Holt, or Holt was bouncing off you, and you said, okay, I will go with that. And then Alba, hey, what do you think? And he makes a decision. It's good that you can question that, but eventually, the buck stops with you. You got to make that decision.
And I got to make a decision. I looked like a genius last night, and there's been times where I hadn't. And 2 big decisions that I had to make was that we had the ball right there on the goal line, 4th and about a foot. I wanted it to be the last play of the half. There were like 23 seconds left, so I let the clock run all the way down to 1 second, called timeout, and I was in between. Do you keep the field goal and go up 10 here, or do you try to get greedy and go up 14? And I thought we were at a bad angle for Rayford. The ball was on the 1, it was on the right hash, and that's a weird little angle. And I couldn't take a delay of game or anything because the clock was going to run out on us. So I let it run all the way down to 1 second and then burn that timeout, and I just hem-hauled around the whole timeout trying to figure out what I wanted to do, and we just said, all right, let's go for the touchdown, let's get 7, and it worked out in our favor. And then the other one was we had the ball on across their 50 on about the 45. It was 4th and 1.5. It was a long 1.5, and I felt like our defense was playing well. So I was caught. Do you go for it, or you do try to pin them back? And we rolled the dice, and Rayford kicked it out of the bounds at the 1-yard line. So it couldn't have worked out any better for us. So.
And with that kick, Alba says, hey, let's go for field position. With that kick, we stopped them 3 and out, wound up. Chance was able to get a nice return return
and
back.
This is what people don't see. You know, you kick that ball out of bounds. It went out of bounds at 1. They went 3 and out. They had to punt it back to us, and we got the ball at their 31 that time.
That's right.
So, you know, that was about a difference in about 15, 16 yards of field position. So that was good.
Just took a little bit of time, and had we not got that first down, who knows?
That's right. And that's a chess game behind the scenes that people don't really see, you know.
And I just want to say with that, I know the fans were loving it. You know, I've seen videos where they take that, throwed it up on Facebook, that last second touchdown before the halftime. And I just want to say kudos to our fans. We asked you last week on the radio and on the TV to travel well, and you had it packed. It's a good. I get cold chills just thinking
right now
of everybody that just came together. The buses were full. The fans rolled in, and late in the game, we had more Troup fans than Lamar County had. It was wonderful.
It was great, and I cannot tell you how much we appreciate that. We were very, very humbled to have that kind of support, and we just really, really appreciate it. When we got home last night, the cars were lined up. It's becoming a tradition now, and everybody's honking the horns when we get off the bus and stuff. And I tell our guys and our coaches, enjoy this because it's not always that way. Winning's hard.
Well, they went through it last year, so they know.
They're still enjoying it. I think I've gotten 3 ice baths and 3 games. I don't think that's happened in the history of high school football. But it's really, really good right now. We got a lot of positive momentum, and we still got a long ways to go now.
Yeah.
This thing is nowhere close to being a finish. We have not arrived by any stretch of the imagination.
No, we've got a ways to go. But you know what? Live in the moment. We're glad to see the guys having fun, and you just feel confident as a coach that the guys are starting to execute like you want. They're coachable. They're making adjustments. When you ask them to make adjustments in the middle of the game, they make adjustments. You can see the frustration level coming down because things are starting to happen. They're listening. The coaches are making good decisions and adjustments. It just feels good.
Yeah, it does. And my dad worked at Lamar County. He was transportation director over there, so it was good to go get a win. But on a side note, their superintendent texted him last night and just said, hey, listen, Troup looks very well coached in all facets of the game. And that stuff makes you proud.
It does.
You know, it makes you proud, the hard work you put in, but it goes back to the kids. The kids allowing us to coach them hard.
Right.
And kudos to them, and I hope they enjoy it. I gave them the day off this morning. They usually come in on Saturday morning, and we gave them the day off.
Dre was up at 6 ready to go, by the way.
Well, I told him to go back to bed. You didn't get the message. But they deserved it. We're at the break point right now where we have a bye week this week. We're pretty healthy, and we got some other things that we need to work on this week. We need to in the classroom. We've got to get our grades where they need to be. We got to work real hard in the classroom this week, and I want everybody, all 105 kids, I want them passing every class by the end of this week, and that's our goal, our team goal, and it's pretty doable right now. And we need to make sure we get fresh. We need to go back and hit the weight room hard. We need to shore up and actually change some schemes on special teams because people have a lot of film on us now. So it's always a chess match to keep playing with that. So we're looking forward to this bye week getting better.
Good. Hey, y'all are listening to Saturday Morning Quarterback Show. I'm your host, Greg Hicks, along with head coach Tanner Glisson on Eagle Sports here live at the Kia Showroom. You guys come on out. We'll be right back.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Our game plan is set and our 16 model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our Star Savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at KiaofLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112. Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
Introducing the most valuable provider, your nationally ranked WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Ranked a top 100 large community hospital by Troup Health Analytics. Named a top 100 great community hospital by Becker's Hospital Review. Rated top 100 in medical excellence and patient safety by CareChecks. WellStar West Georgia Medical Center. Award-winning healthcare right here in LaGrange. To learn more, visit wellstar.org/WGMC. We believe in life well lived.
There's the snap. Hands the ball off, going around the right side. Touchdown, Tigers!
Jackson Davis says, thank you, Coach. Finally, I get a touchdown after the first game of the year where he goes in on the first running play of the year. Now he comes back and scores a touchdown for the Tigers with, what do we got, 3 minutes and 59 seconds.
3:59, yep.
The Tigers go up in a back-and-forth ball game, Jack. What an exciting second quarter. What an exciting first half as the Tigers are up 20-14.
Just before, and that's not the final touchdown of the half, as we discussed earlier, but plenty of highlights last night in a 47-28 victory. It was really put away into the third quarter, and, Lamar County came back late in the game, still had most of their number ones in against most of our number twos.
All their number ones in.
Yeah, okay. All right. And, they scored a couple touchdowns, but, it didn't come easy now. Our reserve, man, they fought tooth and nail and had some good offensive plays as well, but came back, final score, Troup Tigers 47, Lamar County Trojans 28, and well-needed rest. We've had 4 intense weeks, and now we get a break this week, and home coming up in 2 weeks.
Yeah, the schedule plays out in our favor right here. We've gotten those 4 games behind us. I wish we had that Hardaway game back, but I hate to keep reliving that one, but that one's going to stick with me for a while. But getting ready for our region play now. We open up with Chapel Hill region play. It's going to be homecoming. Let's see, I guess that's 2 weeks from yesterday, and they're much improved. They went up there and lost to Stars Mill 28-27 last night.
And Stars Mill's a 6A team.
That's
now.
Correct. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
And so we better be ready to play. We've already seen a lot of film on Chapel Hill. They're a lot better than they were last year. I've never played Chapel Hill. I don't know if Troup ever has played them, but it might be their first time coming to Callaway Stadium.
It may be. I know they were in Callaway's region last year.
Okay.
But it's hard to know about these new teams, a new region. So the test is starting to come. But speaking of tests, you had mentioned academics before we went to break, and that's a good thing. We're kind of 4 weeks into the season. We got a good break, so now the kids can focus on midterms and really getting academically settled.
Right. We did our progress reports yesterday, and we've got like 105 players, I believe. So I think roughly we've taken 720 something classes. Not good with my math there, but I think right now that out of 720 classes, I think we're failing like 32 classes as a team, and I want that to go away. I want that to be zero. There's no excuse for that. That's if we need help, there's help to be provided. But if it's an effort situation, we need to correct that. And I'm a firm believer that's got to come first. And if you take care of those small things like that, you don't have as many big problems.
That's right.
And, so that's going to be our goal this week. We're going to share that up because we want to be the leading force in that school, and where Mr. Metters and his administrative staff is driving that school, we want to be in the front of the line.
You sure do. And competitions breed success. Even within a team, academics, it pushes others to be academically successful, and that's all part of the picture.
Why would you not want to be? Why would you not want to be the best in everything we're going to do? If it's worth doing, it's worth doing right.
That's right.
And so we're going to challenge those guys real hard this week.
I like that. Hey, special thanks goes out to Rosemont Baptist Church for coming in yesterday and feeding the guys. Each week the Touchdown Club has worked with local churches and trying to help us to come out and feed these guys. And what a tremendous task that is, Coach, to get everybody fed on a Friday. And so Rosemont came out yesterday. I think it was Unity last week, Williams Groves the week before. So we've got, I think, 1 or 2 dates open that if your church is interested in helping out the Troup Tigers and feeding them, just contact the Touchdown Club. You can look us up on Facebook at Troup High Touchdown Club and send us a message. We'll get back with you. One thing about the Touchdown Club, we're having our 2nd annual Oakhurst fundraiser. We're going to be down Oakhurst Thursday night. Rogers Barbecue is going to provide all the dinner. No, it won't be barbecue. It's some of the best food you put in your mouth. Richie Messer knows how to cook some food. They're going to cater it. We had a tremendous time last year. We've got footballs autographed. We've got helmets autographed. We've got all kind of things. Walmart's donated some stuff. I'm looking for Dudley's to donate a chainsaw or what have you. We're going to have all kind of vacation packages to come down and And Chris Burnett, former Troup Tiger, former Georgia Bulldog. He's now in insurance and finance in Atlanta. He's coming down to share his story about his journey through Troup High School and what got him, the effort he made, is the community support, put him up to, and his
Hi,
parents
friends. Just like to
put him
hear
up
with Kia
through.
LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16 model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our Star Savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112.
Hey, as I said, you guys come on out Thursday night, Oakhurst. If you need a ticket, it's $20 a ticket. Contact the Troup High Touchdown Club. We're going to have a fabulous time. All the coaches will be there. All the coaches' wives will be there, and or significant others. Got tons of community support. We want to see you there to bid on and help raise some money to support the Troup High Tigers in their endeavors this year.
Yeah, that's a big event. I'm glad, and it's coming at a good time too during the off week or bye week, and we can come out and socialize a little bit, and it should be a good time. Let me go back to Rosemont and the churches who have been feeding us real quick. When I first got here, one of the first things I looked at was our budget and our finances and stuff, and starting to boost, helping get the booster club started and stuff. And I realized that we were spending about $12,000 a year at Troup High for pregame meals and stuff, and food and stuff. So this is huge that these churches, piggyback, jump in, feed us, each week, because that really allows us to take that money and allocate it toward, safety, probably helmets and shoulder pads and equipment and stuff. And so that, man, I can't tell you how big that is, and we really, really appreciate all those churches bonding together and doing it for these kids.
Yep.
And that's tremendous help.
A lot of things happening behind the scenes that a lot of folks don't see. Between the parents coming in, the administration, Reese Nelgrove and Jason Graham do a lot of stuff for Chip Meadows that kind of help out and coordinate things that they just don't get a lot of that attention. And we want to say kudos and thank you to you guys. And there's teachers and staff that come work at Callaway Stadium, and it's just fun to see everybody coming together. And Meadows knows that you're talking about Buck stops with you, Buck stops with him, and it's fun to see all that happening.
Well, and that's a family atmosphere. Everybody's pulling for each other. This is not my football team or this is our Troup football family. This is our community's football team, our community school, and it's good to see all those people. And it starts with leadership. It starts with Mr. Meadows as the principal and what he's cultivated out there, the culture that we have. Everybody's following suit to his vision, and we're part of that vision.
Yeah. Well, I tell you what, the Tigers sure had a well of a ball game last night. We were clicking on all cylinders. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back to some final highlights and kind of discuss this bye week and have some few more just thoughts about last night's ball game. You're listening to Troup High Tigers out here live at the Kia Showroom on Eagle Sports.
Hi, friends. Just like to hear with Kia of LaGrange. Our game plan is set, and our 16 model Kia's got to go to make room for the 17 models that are arriving daily. This means extra savings for you for all our 16 models. Right now, you can take home a 16 Kia Optima LX for as low as $19,900. With prices like this, they won't last long. Hurry to 1217 Lafayette Parkway and let our Star Savings team help you get in the Kia of your dreams. Check us out online at KiaLaGrange.com to help support your local economy.
Price plus tax, tag, and title. Stock number 19112.
Russ Brown, owner of LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, has all the tools and equipment handymen and contractors need in our area. And if you're planning a wedding, party, tailgate, reunion, or corporate event, LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental has you covered. Like them on Facebook and see all the particulars they offer. Plus, they're open Monday through Saturday. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental, Greenville Street, LaGrange, next to CVS Pharmacy. Phone 706-882-8665. That's 706-882-8665. LaGrange Equipment and Tool Rental.
Deciding to sell or buy a home is a big step. To make sure it's a step in the right direction, choose the person best qualified to handle your real estate needs. Joel and Rob Upchurch have been breaking sales records every year since 1997. They truly are the real estate leaders in West Georgia. So take a step in the right direction. Contact Joel or Rob Upchurch at RE/MAX Results, because they are dedicated to results and converting transactions into relationships. Have you gotten your flu shot? Now is the time. Holmes Pharmacy is the place to get your flu shot. And if you have insurance, it could be free. So don't wait. Drive right up to Holmes Pharmacy and get your flu shot today at Commerce Avenue in LaGrange or in Hamilton. And if your doctor feels you need a high-dose flu shot, Holmes Pharmacy has you covered.
Hi, I'm Perry Prather, pharmacist at Holmes Pharmacy. So drop by Commerce Avenue in LaGrange, Georgia. We have your flu shot ready. So come see me or any of my fine staff at Holmes Pharmacy today.
They're going to pinch inside. Flag goes to the quarterback sneak, goes across. Touchdown, Tigers!
Just as you call it, Jack, I believe Coach Glisson heard you from the booth, baby. Take a step to the left, boom, touch it up. I saw Dre Flag hit him in the back, take Crow and push him through the end zone behind big Seth Adam, Ethan Short, Cameron, Keyshawn Cameron, and the rest of the crew. Man, great job. I said score within 3 minutes. They took it all the way down. There's no timeouts left. Carson Rayford comes in for the PAT.
I tell you what, it's a lot of fun to hear the highlights from the game last night from Lamar County as Troup High School wins big. And, John, I tell you what, I know getting to hear great football games translates to people wanting to come here to buy Kias on Saturday.
That's right. I'll tell you what, these guys have been talking about the soles. Anybody comes in and buys one of our 2016 closeout on soles, I'll donate $50 per sale back to their high school. So y'all come on in and buy some soles, and we'll donate some money back to the high school.
All right, so let me get this straight. So you buy a closeout 2016 Kia Soul today, into business. Y'all be here late tonight, and you'll get $50 of that. You got to mention that you want it to go to Troup High School, so make sure you're a Troup High School fan and make it happen.
That's right. We'll do that today.
There you go. Come do it, and so let's get you a soul and make Troup Tigers go a little better. There you go, Coach. How's that for a welcome to the table?
That sounds great. Maybe Whitney Glisson needs to come out here.
I was just thinking, somebody needs to buy a new soul today, baby.
That's right.
Get some soul in you. Man, my business partner, David Hunt, I told you last week, his daughter has a soul. And, David's he's not a small fella, and, of course, I'm not either. But we jumped in that thing last week and went out to our normal Friday morning breakfast, and it's like, wow. He said, there's more room in this than that BMW that we had. And, wow, he said, I can put about $25 worth of gas in this thing and ride for 2 weeks.
That's right.
It's like, everybody needs to get a soul. They ought to be lined up in here parking lot. I mean, and there's no pressure. It's not like these guys, you walk in and, oh, Lord, I'm scared the salesman's going to attack me. They're hanging out. They want to make it real easy for you. The days of buying a car are over with all this hassle going on. You come in, make yourself feel at home, take your time. They're not going to be in a hurry. They're not going to press you. They're here to answer any questions you've got, and that's a good feeling. But speaking of a good feeling, wow, we came back. We was talking in the booth about a strategy. If we could score within 3 minutes and then come back and maybe punch it in on the first series, and it just all fell into place. And kids on the sidelines were having fun. The coaches, they'll never want to show it because they've always got that business face. But down deep, they're thinking, wow, this feels good to be ahead like that. And, the clock running in the fourth quarter, but. With all that said, we'll have fun taking a week off, and I know you're going to be busy preparing academically and getting ready for region play in 2 weeks.
That's right, and the coaches are in this morning. We gave the players off this morning. Coaches are in working on ourselves from last night and then looking ahead to Chapel Hill. And then you mentioned the academic piece, and we are totally serious about getting that and making sure we're on top of our game on that. And like I said, we're going to really challenge those guys in every area. And just to try to make them better people on and off the field.
Well, that's the way it should be. 2 weeks is homecoming. You guys come on out Friday night. Actually, 2 Friday nights from last night. I think it's the 23rd. Homecoming against Chapel Hill. We got to get some clean film on Chapel Hill. They're showing some. Normally when you schedule homecoming, you think, well, okay, we'll get a pushover. Not so.
I hate that word.
I know it. Not so.
Homecoming's great, but that's more for the student body
it is.
And the alumni to come back and enjoy that. The way I look at it, this is our first region game.
Absolutely.
And if we are serious about making steps toward the playoffs, and that's kind of hard to fathom that coming off last year that we're even talking about playoffs. But if we're serious serious about making that step, then this is a crucial game for us, and we got to go in and play our best.
It is. And again, we want you fans to come out. Your alumni, if you're listening, come on in. Enjoy the game in 2 weeks. We want the stands full. We've got bleachers in the end zone. You guys pack out that house. Show your Troup support like you've been doing all year. It is a wonderful thing, and, the coaches are excited about having a week off, but, we're still going to be preparing. 2 weeks, we'll be back. We'll be off next Saturday morning here from the Kia showroom. We'll be back in 2 weeks Saturday morning after the homecoming. It's exciting times. I'm your host, Greg Hicks, along with head coach Tanner Glisson. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
Thanks for 40 a.m.